Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another UTK esports stream. I am your commentator, as always, Sir Waffles. Tonight, we'll feature the lower bracket round 2 of Nationals, with UTK Orange, the 2 seed, being the away team at an 11-3 record, playing against the 4 seed UGA Black at a 9-4 record. Stream is starting a little bit later than normal due to academic circumstances by myself. So I'm going to quickly go ahead and rattle off the starters here that we're looking at. So for UTK, we've got Techie Malga 1, Duxta, Grizzly XD, Ninon, and Chopper 2474. For UGA Black, we have Jace Pounds, Illusion, Penguin, Langston, and Alpha Omega. Currently going through map pick and bans right now. We will be back to you shortly as we get into the games. Alright everybody, thanks for sitting through that quick pause. We're here with Game 1. UGA, the home team, on the right. UTK, the away team, on the left. UGA, being the home team, does get first map pick. UTK getting the first ban. And UGA is taking us to none other than Oasis. This is a map that we do not see very often on stream, so I'm very looking forward to how this plays out. UTK coming off a absolute thriller on Monday against the 6th seed Minnesota State in the first round of the lower bracket. Looking at both team comps, we have Grizzly XD on the tank starting off on Hazard, Duxta on the Emre, Techie Malga 1 going for a sim TP out of spawn. We'll see what he goes to later. Ninon and Chopper on the Curie Lucio backline. For UGA, Penguin, the tank player, also on Hazard with Jace and Illusion, the DPS to support. Illusion on the Echo. Jace probably going to swap off here. He is going to Genji. Illusion on Cassidy. And it's Langston and Alpha Omega, the supports on the Curie Lu backline. Penguin and Grizzly taking no time to get themselves up on high ground, and it's a And it's a dance around the top of point here for whoever will get early control. Grizzly falls a little low, is going to have to back out. Penguin, no wall by him. Techie Malga 1 is staying on the sim, playing the poke game right now. Duxta on the M-Ray, looking for angles. Is going to give some shots to Penguin. Grizzly trying to work on this backline. Illusion standing still for a second there. Not sure what that was. UTK halfway to getting this point. There's 3 on. Well, it's Penguin stalling. Illusion checks Chopper. He falls low, and Duxta is the first to fall. Next is Chopper. Penguin picking up 2. Nenon does get the trade. Illusion, no flashbang for him. And now Grizzly is in a pickle, looking at 4 squishies. Illusion does fall. It's still no point unlocked. Illusion falls low. Grizzly with another kill, and now it's a 2-on-2. Grizzly falls very low. This Genji is going to get the kill. Jace pounds with it. Next, Chopper falls. Penguin falls very low. Techie Malga 1 microwaving him down. Langston very low, and now Techie Malga 1 is playing with the full beam. Already at 80% ult charge for him. Grizzly the first to get his ult though in this match, most likely. Him or Alpha Omega. We do have a DPS swap for Illusion and Jace as they go onto the Pharah and Sojourn. Techie Malga 1 questioning the pick. They do not know that Techie Malga 1 is the Pharah OTP. Grizzly has the downpour available. Not able to get up to the high ground. Hazard cannot climb high enough. Never mind, yes he can. UTK has capped the point, and it is still just contest between him and Penguin. Techie Malga on the side with Duxta. Duxta checks Illusion. Oh, what a shot by Duxta. Jace pounds, takes him down though. Grizzly with the ultimate didn't seem to hit anybody, and it's 3 down for UTK. Techie Malga playing with Grizzly. He is going to fall very low, and he's going to try and TP out of here, and he does. UTK got 51% of the point unlocked there. Now going to have to try and fight for it back as UGA gets their share of the pie. Wall out by Techie Malga 1, and it's a sim TP on point. Techie Malga 1 building up the sim beam. High noon by Duxta. He spots Illusion, does put him to half with that, and he's going to fly over the wall. Jace pounds next, and he is down thanks to a very good shot by Techie Malga 1. UTK gets the point back, UGA getting just over a third.
This is an improvement.
Penguin, Langston, and Jace Pounds all have the ultimates available. Meanwhile, it's just Nenon and Chopper, the 2 supports for UTK with the Beat and Kitsune Rush. Penguin's looking for his leap. Duxta and Nenon playing up high. Duxta falls down. That ultimate didn't seem to find anything, and Grizzly in the meantime has one of his own. Illusion falling, and it's a huge slash by Grizzly as he takes huge damage onto the squishy. Oh! Kitsune Rush comes out by Chopper. Langston meets it with the beat. Nenon also with the beat to counter. He is going to get quite a bit of benefit carrying over that 25% ult charge thanks to the sub roll. Grizzly and Duxta nearing their ultimates. It's absolutely crucial that they try and get this, and Duxta kills Penguin. Duxta zoning the point. Illusion falls low. Langston is down on point. It's a must-touch for UGA, and it's Duxta. 2 kills of his own. Grizzly with 1 on Alpha Omega, and it is no touch in sight for UGA Black. UTK leads game 1 currently 1-0 with that win on the first round. A strong start from them.
Ready for battle.
Moving on to the interior point here in the school library. Don't know specifically what it's called, but UTK showing, unlike themselves, a very strong start to their Game 1 antics. Really good play so far by Grizzly, along with the TPs by Teki Malga 1 and Duxta with really strong aim. Duxta, just as I said it, he is going to get a kill on Jace, and now UTK pressing their advantage. Duxta is already at 27% ult charge, make it 30. Teki Malga 1 is the first to fall on this round. Silver Bullet is available now for Duxta, and he is looking at this Echo. Grizzly is very low and caught out trying to fight for this point, and he is going to fall to Alpha Omega. Huge shots by Duxta. Illusion is going to fall once again. Duxta, he is hitting everything. Duxta is doing work. He is at 90% ult charge, and UGA only has 18% of the point. Grizzly picks up the kill on Penguin. Assist by Dux and Nenon. And Dux and Chopper already have their ultimates or are close. Absolutely beating UGA on the economy. UGA rotating up to high ground. Check by Grizzly. He has no cooldowns, and he's going to have to back out. It's a rush by both teams, and Duxta, once again, a kill onto UGA. It's cleanup by Nenon on Alpha Omega, and now it's a brawl looking for target coordination. Headshot railgun by Jace, but Duxta is not going to let him live with the silver bullet damage. Grizzly at their spawn, and now it is UGA having to fully retreat and regroup. Grizzly and Duxta, ultimates available. Teki Malga and Nenon getting close to theirs. It's Jace, Illusion, Penguin, and Langston all almost at their ultimates. Duxta, this guy's doing it all. It's an ult by Grizzly, and it hits hard. And now Penguin is going to ult his own downpour onto Grizzly. Duxta zoning UGA. Cassidy copy by Illusion. Good copy there by Illusion. He is going to get some good kill credit there. Nenon and Teki Malga 1 have the ultimates available, and it was 3 used there by UGA. Down on the economy, it is only Langston with his ultimate. We'll stay on his cam to see if he's going to use this beat. TP bomb by Teki Malga 1 isn't going to find anything, and now it is a beat engage by UGA. Counter beat by Nenon, and it seems to be better. Grizzly finds Illusion. Next is Langston, and now it is a full collapse onto UGA. Duxta with another kill onto Penguin. This guy is hitting it all. Langston down next. Chopper, 2 headshots onto Jason Alpha. And now UTK, in a pretty dominant looking fashion, is going to take game 1 and put themselves up 1-0 in this series. Play of the game is going to go to Penguin on the hazard. Let's see what this is. This is a big wall and slash. Penguin picking up credit for 2 kills there. And next he's going to help out as he takes down Teki Malga 1. Well, against all odds, stream has started at good time. We got to see game 1 there. UTK already going up 1-0 in this series, putting UGA on the back pedal. Don't go anywhere. This is the lower bracket, round 2, best of 5 series in nationals. UTK fighting to make it as far as they can. We will be back shortly as we go through another map selection by UGA and another ban phase. Alright everybody, thank you for waiting through that short pause. We're here for game 2 of round 2 in Nationals for the lower bracket between UTK and UGA. UTK put themselves up 1-0 for those of you who missed it in game 1 on Oasis, which was a map pick by UGA. Not something we see a whole lot by UTK winning map 1. This is usually a second half team. Regardless of that, UGA is going to have to put that behind them and move on to game 2 here of Suravasa, picked by themselves. Don't want to call team comps too quickly because we do see a lot of changes seconds before spawn doors open.
5, 4,
But it's looking pretty similar on both sides.
initial flashpoint. What's up?
UGA rolling out quickly here, going to stairs, the same as UTK. Teki Malga and Duxta are the only two differences between these teams. It is a battle between the Sigmas, funny way to put that, and Langston and Alpha Omega on the Lucio BAP backline, and Ninon is the first to fall thanks to a good shot by Illusion. And Duxta gets his own kill. Grizzly finds next. Duxta with another. Langston is going to be the next to fall. Duxta triple kill, first fight. Duxta, the last few games, has been on an absolute tear. His Cassidy just being absolutely lethal. Can't even finish my sentence before he gets another kill. Illusion goes down. And now it's Grizzly holding up on this corner. Alpha Omega took the wrong way. Clean up by Ninon. Teki Malga is down though. Excuse me. Grizzly falling back to point, looking to wall this Sojourn off. This Sigma is very low. Penguin is going to put the rock on Grizzly. Grizzly falls a little low, very close to the Gravitic Flux, and this is immediately going to go out on Penguin, my bet. And it's a high noon by Duxta, rocked out of there. And now we have an ult by Penguin. Next is going to be Grizzly, who is not going to hit Alpha Omega, but he immediately jumps back up to challenge the Sigma for some reason, and he's going to get rocked in the face and die. Teki Malga 1 picking up kill for credit for that. Duxta going on a tear once again, another kill on the Tracer for him. Grizzly challenging the point. Window by Chopper, beat by Langston, and now it's Teki Malga 1 microwaving UGA. 2 kills for him. Duxta with the kill on Langston, and it is going to be a first point win for UTK. They continue their onslaught. Sim wall and beat available for UTK. Meanwhile, for UGA, it's the ults of Jace, Illusion, and Alpha Omega close. This Tracer needs to be careful going into this room. The Sim turrets are there. Teki Malga rotating to the side. He's going to try and build some microwave, and he's going to walk down Penguin with Grizzly. He does have the window available. Wall on point is going to provide amazing cover for UTK as they cap this. Ninon falls very low. The Sim wall is there, still doing its job. Teki Malga has the TP back available, and it's a window by Alpha Omega. Grizzly, or excuse me, that was Penguin with the ultimate, and he is going to get rocked out of it. It's 3 down for UTK, though. Jace and Penguin down 2. Oh, it's just Grizzly on point. Langston is down, and now it's just Illusion. Illusion very low, and now Grizzly's going to walk him down, and he's dead to the sim turret along with Grizzly. Excellent plays there by Grizzly XD. Holding on to the gravitic flux too.
You serve your emperor well.
Ducksta, Chopper, and Grizzly all close to the ultimates. Meanwhile, it is only Langston close to his, and he is at 70%. Not good economy for UGA. Techie Malgo 1. Killing Jace. Ninon takes Penguin off the map, and it's a TP bomb for Techie Malgo 1. Is going to fall to Illusion's Disruptor Field, but Ninon gets the revenge kill.
The next point.
UTK once again taking another point, and now it is game point for them in game number 2 on Suravasa as they move down to the ruins. Grizzly still has the ultimate available. Nobody on UTK using theirs that last fight. And now Duxa is going to use his. Illusion. Oh, Grizzly lifts Illusion into the air with the gravitic flux, and Duxta is the one to fall to it. And now it's going to be Chopper next with an iffy window. Ninon going, and he is going to get the kill on Illusion. An incredible burst of headshots. UTK does fall down though. UGA finally getting the point. Techie Malga 1 and Ninon with the ultimates is really good for UTK. They can feel free to walk up with this or use it defensively. And it looks like they're going to walk with it. Techie Malga 1 with the sim turrets on the side. He's trying to get some beam charge. It's Illusion and Jace playing on the side. The DPS are cut. Beat by UGA, and it's a lift up and a slam down by Penguin. He is going to fall very low. Techie Malga 1 loses him for a little bit, and now it's Illusion playing on the side here. Techie Malga 1 having to play it safe. UTK did get the map flip. Duxta, headshot on Alpha Omega. Duxta, another kill. And now it's Langston, and Duxta triple kill once again. UTK getting that point and retaining it. A really good fight there by them. Alpha, Omega, and Illusion the closest to ultimates for UGA. And for UTK, it's Duxta, Grizzly, and Chopper the next up. Illusion very low, and it's already cooldowns forced by UGA. Penguin is going to fall a little low. No rock by him, and it is a window at the front by UGA. Jace being a little fly on the wall, playing behind UTK, trying to harass. Techie Malga falls a little low. UGA needs a touch, and they are going to get it. Illusion with 2 kills. Good overclock by him. Chopper with the window. Excuse me, Chopper with the window a little bit late, and he is going to fall. UGA getting the flip, and now only having Jace and Langston's ultimates.
Activating the barrier.
It is an ultimate by Duxta on main. No rock for UGA. 6 shield is down. That is a really good thing for them to not have. Techie Malga 1's wall once again doing amazing work. It's a beat engage by UGA. Langston and Illusion with 2. Duxta with 1 of his own. And now he's going to focus down Alpha Omega, who is going to use the Immortality Field. Oh, but now it's just Techie Malga 1 on point. And UGA finally takes a dip into UTK as they claim 1 of the points. Next flashpoint is going to be at the Palace. UGA sitting on the ultimates of Penguin and Alpha Omega. Meanwhile, it's really just Ninon who's close to the ultimate, being the beat. Duxta is going to deal a lot of damage. A lot of shots onto Penguin. Really good beat by Ninon. Countered by Penguin. Is going to erase it, but UTK is still up in this fight. Ninon staying on the heels is 2 off amp. Grizzly and Techie Malgo with kills. Ninon trying to harass this Tracer of Jace. Grizzly's onto the point. Techie Malgo 1 is there. Grizzly harassing Jace on coast. Ninon escorting Chopper back to the team. Good play by him. Duxta has the High Noon available. And it looks like UGA is trying to wrap. Oh, but Alpha Omega gets caught out. This is not good for them. Ninon caught out as well. And it's a huge flux by Grizzly. Flux catches 3. Grizzly and Ninon and Duxta all getting kills of their own. Lank's Illusion, did get the point flip for UGA, getting them a little percentage. But it's nothing more than a mild inconvenience to UTK. Window by UTK. Illusion taking a lot of damage. Those hyperspheres through the Baptiste window are going to do so much damage on a direct hit. Duxta, High Noon, and it is Penguin down. UGA is down a tank, and UTK is now just going to have to play the cleanup game. 1 down, Techie Malgo 1 gets the kill. 2 down, Techie Malgo with another, and UGA is only going to have to deal with this Tracer, who Jace is not able to touch the point. UTK is up 2-0 right now. Play of the game to Duxta. UTK is up 2-0 in this series. We watched really good play there. UGA showing a little bit of signs of life, but it's still not enough to match the raw power of UTK. We're going to go to another intermission here shortly as we get another map pick by UGA and another set of bans. Don't go anywhere. We are on series point for UTK as they lead 2-0. All right, everyone. Thanks for sitting through that short pause. We are back. UTK leads this series 2-0 against UGA in round 2 of the lower bracket. UTK banning out the Sigma. UGA banning out Techie Manga 1's Symmetra. But, according to chat, they are not ready for his full form. Runasapi pick by UGA. This is series point for UTK. This is a map that we have seen UTK get on a lot in the past and have done quite a bit of success. This was the turning point for their game against Minnesota State. Techie Malga 1 showing Torbjorn. Mr. Reporty might be in the building, and he has a case to solve. Duxta on the Cassidy, Grizzly on the Hazard, Ninon and Chopper on the Kirilu backline, and we're into game 3 here as Penguin rolls out immediately on the Winston, Langston right behind him on the Wu Yang, Illusion and Jace on the Soj and Tracer taking the angles, and Yeti on the Kiriko. Mr. Reporty taking a lot of damage, but he is going to get Penguin down. Techie Malga won the kill. Duxta cleans up Jace, and now it's just Illusion. Grizzly is chasing down UGA at their spawn, while Ninon is there to support. Bot is halfway to the first checkpoint. And Duxta, huge headshot on Illusion. No recall by Jace, and Grizzly is just putting so much pressure on these guys. It's Duxta again, a kill on Yeti. Techie Malga 1 just moving the bot. Mr. Reporty solving the case. Grizzly playing the high ground, waiting for this soldier possibly to flank. UTK does get their first checkpoint, now moving forward once again. UGA has just been giving them so much time, and now Illusion is down! Jace is going to one-clip Duxta. Techie Malga 1 now giving up some ground. Oh, we had a huge lag spike there. Honestly, thought the game crashed. Last thing I want to have to deal with, like before. Grizzly close to the ultimate. He has it. They are lining up like geese for him, and they are going to get out of there. Suzu is forced though, and Illusion is down. Penguin might be next, and he is. Ninon gets the kill for that. UTK has the bot back, and now they're moving closer and closer. We are only 2.5 minutes into Runasapi, and UTK is leading in dominant fashion. There is no way UGA does not see the big hulking form of Grizzly above them. Duxta kill onto Yeti, but it's 2 ultimates by UGA that are going to find 2 kills. Langston, hopefully the next to fall, and he is. Chopper gets the kill on him. Yeti might be next, and he is. Grizzly dancing around in UGA's spawn door, putting both the supports back in their cave. Grizzly and Chopper both getting the close spawn. UGA pushing this bot up. Duxta falls very low. Good shots there by Jace and Illusion. Jace working on the off angle. Trying to get some kind of flank going. Chopper with the ultimate. Techie Malga 1 is going to get hit. Techie Malga 1 tosses the Molten Core. Oh, headshot and body shot by Duxta. Jace is down. Duxta falling very low. Good care by Chopper. Excellent care by Chopper. Grizzly working on this corner, trying to get some movement going. Penguin has the ultimate. Excuse me. Grizzly has the ultimate. Penguin is nowhere near the ultimate. In fact, nobody on UGA is really close except Jace if he gets some good damage in. Grizzly, a lot of damage taken onto him. Big beat! And now it's an ult. Is going to hit Langston, and he is down. Yeti is going to have to TP out. It's no cooldowns for him. Jace is next. Duxta and Techie Malga 1 just running away with the bot now. They're making progress. Now backing up. Ninon with a kill onto Yeti as he and Grizzly. Oh my goodness, Illusion just gets absolutely caught out in the middle of nowhere. Grizzly picking up the kill on him. UGA is playing just so split right now, and UTK is dissecting them. Jace does get the clip and kill onto Ninon. Grizzly sitting up high, checks this Tracer. Jace is going to take a shot. Techie Malga 1 pulsed by Jace. It's not enough. Grizzly trying to get these kills, and Illusion is going to fall very low. Grizzly cannot get this kill. The soldier is too fast. Duxta and Techie Malga 1 coming back from spawn. Voice crack. Excuse me. Grizzly almost at the bot right here. UGA spots him, and once again, we're fighting at main here. UGA has not gotten any bit of lead. A really good tidal blast, and Duxta high nooning for self-defense. Jace falls very low. Ooh, no kills by Duxta on the high noon, but he does get one without it. Grizzly does find a kill onto Illusion. Now it's Ninon dancing on the side of the map. I don't know how he's going to get out of this. This is going to be insane. Oh my goodness. No way Ninon gets out of this. Oh, had me worried there. Illusion coming back from spawn. Penguin pushing up the body. UGA finally is getting some movement on their side. Techie Malga 1 did get a kill there on UGA. Now playing very aggressive, and he's going to get absolutely bottled by Langston. Grizzly, lot of damage. Great beat by Ninon. It is just an absolute chaotic brawl. Huge boot by Ninon. Langston is 1 HP, and he is down. Ninon is doing so much work on this off angle, keeping UGA in the room, and now they continue to move. Yeti is out of there. Grizzly very low. He needs some care. Duxta gets the kill with the high noon, and now UTK is going to continue to make some progress.
Pushing the barricade. Let's keep it up.
Illusion dancing back and forth. Duxta can't seem to find the bullet. And now it's an ultimate by Techie Malga 1. Visor by Illusion to keep UTK off of it, but it is, oh, a good rocket on to Duxta. Techie Malga 1 falling to half HP. He is looking, oh, Techie Malga 1! Another case solved by Mr. Reporty, and now Grizzly is going to get a slash kill onto Yeti. Trying to run away, and he is not going to find it, and he is getting staggered. Techie Malga 1 now onto the Junkrat. Ducksta. Oh, headshot on Illusion. See ya. Grizzly, Chopper, and Neon all close to the ultimates. Pulse Bomb doesn't find anything. It's an ult by Penguin, and Jace does find Chopper, not before he tosses the rush, though. Jace, a bit of damage onto him, thanks to Techie Malga 1. Grizzly getting his health up with the med kit. UGA is going to need an incredible push in order to take this game back. But it is almost 3 ultimates ready to go for UTK, and it is only rush for Yeti. UTK just has to play this right, and they will get it. Langston is down, and that is not good for UGA. Illusion is getting chased off by Grizzly, and he falls, and this is looking over for UGA in their run of nationals. Ducksta, the last to get the kill. Jace is down, and UTK 3-0 clean sweep to move on to the semifinals. Penguin play of the game yet again, second time tonight. GG's in chat to UGA. Fun little match between these teams. Penguin gets the kill on Techie Malga 1, gets another on Neon. And that is all she wrote. Once again, going to try and get a interview for your all's convenience. Hopefully it'll be somebody other than Grizzly. Not that I'm mad about interviewing Grizzly, but I'd like to try and get a different opinion in. So we'll be back shortly, hopefully, as I get a player from UTK Orange. All right, everybody. Thanks for holding through that. We do have UTK Orange support, Neon. Go ahead and say hi.
Hey, guys.
All right, Neon. Pretty straightforward game today. You guys took a nice 3-0 sweep onto UGA. What do you think the difference between today's match was and your match against Minnesota State?
Oh, we were just, we were ready to play. I think that Minnesota game kind of woke us up we're like, we need to start off strong so we can have more games like this. We get some momentum going off rip, so we're not just, we're not starting down. So we decided to take UGA to Oasis, and I think that's just kind of what we figured out. I think we just suck at Lijiang.
Good call there on the map swap, definitely, because a lot of people were surprised that you won first map, and even I myself said during stream that you guys seem to be a second half kind of team, considering how the last few games have gone. Moving on, though, after you guys won Oasis and they took you to Suravasa, it just looked like you guys were firing on all cylinders. They did take a point off you, which did give them some signs of life, but who do you think were the best players for UTK today?
UTK, just like last time, it was Duxta. I don't know what that guy did before the game, but that guy was locked in. I don't know if he did some jumping jacks to warm up or what, but he was not missing anything.
Yeah.
Definitely Duxta tonight.
Definitely agreed. His Cassidy in Nationals so far has been absolutely lethal.
Oh, yeah.
Last question. Game 3 in Runasapi. A map that a lot of teams seem to be taking you guys to and not realizing that you are really, really good at it. Because as far as I know, every single time I've seen you guys play Runasapi, it's not very close. With the sim ban against Techie Amalgam 1, was it premeditated that he was going on to the Mr. Reporty pick of Torbjorn?
No. That was just kind of like, we know, like, they've got a Tracer player on the other team. We don't really have anything good to mark with it and how we wanted to play that map. He was just like, I don't want to mark the Tracer, so I'm just going to play Torbjorn, throw a turret down and, do whatever Torbjorns do and not have to worry about it too much. That was kind of it. It was a spur of the moment. So.
Yep. I guess the last question is, were there any players in particular that you wanted to commendate for UGA? It was a very short series between these guys, and it is the end for their nationals run. So is there any credit that you wanted to hand off to them?
Well, first of all, I just want to shout out to them for working with us, because we really did. So originally the match was scheduled for tomorrow, 8 p.m., but they were willing to work with us because we really didn't want to play tomorrow. We've all got stuff going on, so shout out to them for just working with us. We greatly appreciate it. And then second of all, I got to shout out to JC Pounds there. Ran into that dude in ranked yesterday and had a fun time talking to him, and he kind of put me in a locker a couple times there on Runasapi, so shout out to that guy.
Well, that's the end of it for me, Ninon. Great win tonight. You guys are going to move on to the semifinals of Division 2 Nationals. I'm checking the website right now to see if we know who you're playing next or when that game might be.
Scheduled for Saturday. Default.
Yes, it is scheduled for May 2nd. You will find out tomorrow between Charlotte and New Haven whether you play those between those two. But overall, though, great win tonight. You guys definitely turned it around compared to yesterday, Monday, which was an absolute thriller that a lot of people enjoyed. But I'm going to go ahead and hop out of here. Thank you so much for the interview. Hope you have a good night, along to the rest of the team. You guys earned it.
Thank you so much. Just want to thank you so much for casting this. You are an amazing caster, and there wouldn't be any hype behind this team without you. So I just want to say a big thank you to you.
All love. Thank you, Ninon.
All right. You have a good night. Thanks for having me.
You heard it there, folks. That was Ninon, the support player for UTK Orange, on the Lucio most of tonight's game. We saw UTK defeat UGA, the 4th seed, 3-0, winning Oasis, Suravasa, and Runasapi at the end there in a pretty dominant fashion, moving their record up to 12-3 in this semester, and now like we just said before, they are moving on to the semifinals of Nationals. Still in the lower bracket, though. Must-win situation for them. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. We hope that you enjoyed this stream on this Thursday night. We will see you again for the scheduled game of May 2nd. So we look forward to whoever UTK plays next between Charlotte and New Haven. Thank you all so much for watching. We hope you enjoy.